Hey everybody, this is Michael from Eagle's Nest back again with another interview with a winner. And it's Blake Banter winning with Glowing Dawn. I gotta say, Glowing Dawn wins a lot here. Let me know in the comments how you feel about that, being a deck that shows up a lot in the tops. But Blake, how are you doing today?
Oh, pretty good, Michael. Just, taking another Thursday.
Yeah, another Thursday for you, and it wasn't a huge tournament today. 11 people, but if we just go look at the track record here, we have Blake winning on our point 0.5 of the week, 3.5. That's a Thursday. He also won on the 2.5, which was last week, Thursday. So congratulations again here. So let's look at your deck list. There's a change. There's a change. Can you
It's a
go over
minor
that for
change here.
us?
So we winners list, we ran two unique copy cards, one being Blasted Disaster and the other being Omnimon Merciful Mode. Merciful Mode wasn't paying off in practice as much as I would like it to. Neither was Paladin Mode Ace. So I cut them completely and I put Glowing Dawn back in at one. Blasted Disaster does more than enough as a one tech card.
Hmm.
It comes up when it's needed, but other than that, it's just that one of that in a pinch against TB matchups, it gets you the win when you're trying to go for OTK.
So remind me again, what is the Blasted Disaster for?
Suspend a whole board, and then for every suspended Digimon, you'll gain one memory. So TB typically, when they use their big push with Kaguya to set up a defensive play for the next turn, they go 4 to 6 bodies wide to block their opponents out. You use Blast of Disaster, you suspend them all down. Since they don't have any Digimon that give it any kind of immunity from option effects, and then you gain that memory back, and then you can go for a game
All right,
without
so
touching their Digimon too.
Toho Braves, sorry, yeah, gotcha. So Toho Braves from EX12 is a popular deck in our tournaments usually. How do you feel about that deck in the meta? Do you feel like that's a top deck? And do you feel like your deck is just better or your deck is just positioned well to beat that deck?
I think it can go either way. We've had conversations where we thought it was a 60-40 matchup in favor of TB, but now after I've had interactions with it, I've played against it more. I found out how you can play around it and not even interact with the level sixes or level fives to trigger their option cards. It's better just to go around TB. So now that we've learned what to do and not to do, it's actually been a little bit easier for me personally playing against TB. I can go faster. I can have a big setup turn, turn one or turn two to set me up for the rest of the game where they have a lot more. They don't have a dedicated tamer. Yes, they have their option cards, but they're starving for memory typically. So what I try to do is start them at memory the early turns so that way I can go for OTK fast.
And what would you say are the biggest decks of the meta currently that you're expecting to see in tournaments?
I would put TB, Glowing Dawn Mirror Match, Galacticmon with this new promo card has made a huge comeback. I would put I would not put SW or ME or any of the other EX 12 decks in there. Probably Jupitermon or any kind of TS slot. All of our TS decks are still having big turnouts.
Whatever
Jupitermon
happened
definitely.
to Beelstar? That was so popular last format.
Beelstar is popular. Beelstar is a challenge. However, I think it's lost popularity due to other decks making it try to counter itself or counter those decks, whether it be mirror match or against BB or any other decks that can just go wider and do more to it. It also doesn't have any protection. So if they don't OTK or win on that turn, TB can win with zero security. It's a nice to have it, but if they push you to zero security and you're just too far into the game, TB can outlast Steel Star. So I think that's why the turn off is starting to happen with that deck, and that's what's allowed Glowing Dawn to thrive, in my opinion. Especially here at Eagles, I haven't seen very many Three Musketeers. I don't see it at my personal locals anymore at Grandmaster Games in Indianapolis.
Yeah, I feel like the deck's fallen off. The Three Musketeers players seem to like Garurumon right now, but or maybe they switched to TB from EX12, but uh, I don't see the deck itself. Testro, who's always playing a purple deck, even tried VB on Virus Busters on Monday. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if he's gonna stick with the deck. Maybe he was just testing it out, but it's just like nobody's playing Beelstar. All right, so you said the best decks to look out for are the other Glowing Dawn decks, the Toho Braves. Uh, there was one more you said, right?
Galactimon, because the new promo for
Galactic, yeah.
Galactimon, even though people will say that's an old deck has new legs, and that deck
Yeah.
definitely has new legs.
Okay. Was there anything else you wanted to go over or talk about?
No, just again that we're focused on using a Tratus the most. Hobby Curious is there for a just in case. A Tratsmon's the main focus now for Glowing Dawn and EX12 until we find a suitor that's better.
All right. Thanks, Blake, for the interview. In the comments, let me know if you think Glowing Dawn has overstayed its welcome or if it's good to have a deck dominate for this long. Thanks, Blake, and have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, man. Bye.